Hey guys, I wanted to show off what I made here. I've been doing a lot of stress building lately in Minecraft, so I put it to good use. And I built the ship from the RP, the Jellyship, and it's really freaking big. So, without further ado, ta-da! I made it as close to the spec that Phil gave as I could, and minor modifications where needed, where it didn't work, didn't quite work out, or I had to move blocks around a little. But for the most part, it's pretty close to the specifications he gave. Oh yeah, that's a bunch of beacons all together lighting up. Space is gay and it's green. So I built that. The dome was originally going to be like just regular gray, but I happened to actually catch it while I was working in either, I don't know, sunrise or sunset, and I was looking, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can do better than that. So, so yeah, I had fun with that. Just want to show you from the top. Dude, because I basically made the bottommost ring. I used one of those, I basically used Photoshop to draw a circle and then planet all the pixel and stuff from there. And then the pattern pretty much worked itself out from there as I moved towards the top. So, crunch. So yeah, that was fun. And now I'm going to show you guys all the details around it, inside it, and all that. But yes, I did entirely design this a roller coaster just to do a 360 view because I was feeling thoroughly extra. So we got a little walkway that leads down to there. Cool little pattern to look at for a minute while you're scanning. It's those new, no, not new to me, I guess, terracotta blocks, which are really cool patterns when you can actually, get everything to line up correctly. He scans you, you go through. The world is good. Unless you're a walking biohazard, in which case you unfortunately get a slightly different result. You get stuck in the orb. But yeah, no, I had fun making that. Took forever though. God, a million. Feels like a million command blocks, but it worked out. So, yeah, made the this here. I wasn't gonna have it glow originally, but then I wanted freaking creepers and spiders and shit to stop spawning, and then B, once I turned it to peaceful mode, I had already done that. It kind of makes sense that you would want a landing pad to be lit up. So, got the airlock here. It doesn't work, but don't tell anybody. I didn't have much room inside the ship for redstone shenanigans. Space issues, mostly. Aha. The inside here, the main floors are basically color coded like they are in Phil's picture, which I realized wasn't necessary, but honestly I kind of got attached to the idea. So, right across from the airlock and the ramp is the cargo hold, and I don't know who designed these blocks, but I love it. It's a big cargo area. Watch your head though. Low ceilings. Whoop. And then let's go through all the rooms. There's mine first. Got a bunch of books, reading material, a nice reclining chair, the pit full of cushions and pillows where I'd sleep, a bunch of plants and stuff for storage, my little workbench here for messing around, and then I have a private bathroom because when you're a walking biohazard, kinda need it. Also, yeah, I thought that was actually kind of cool. I stuck one of those up there to be like a shower head. Does not actually generate water, but shh, don't tell anybody. And let's see. Next, going counterclockwise, is Naori's room, which is right apart from the kitchen and the lounge. And it's pretty neat too. Flowers, and it's pretty nice. Got his sword there. I'm imagining those are like comic books, you know, action hero comic books and stuff. Armor stand. A little mini fridge because he's a big dude and you gotta eat, you know. Giant bed. I remember those comments about slime. So he has a little art mural allocated for slime. That's the jukebox I was playing playing cap. Every time I swear to God that disc keeps disappearing. Maybe a little bonsai type tree here. I don't know. Nair seems like the kind to try, but maybe I just got a different read off of mine. I don't know. And most importantly, per unexpected request, Neri has the master bathroom with a nice view. Giant shower, glaringly orange mat because what is color theory, and nice little wall mural too, you know. So there's Neri's room. Next we'll do the kitchen and the lounge while we're here. Big old kitchen. Gotta make sure you can prepare enough food for everybody. And then we got a couple of recliners here. Bunch of books, stuff like that. And a big sitting area for the whole crew to meet up. Also a whole bunch of flowers because if it hasn't been painfully obvious so far, I like the flowers in this game. So, shut that. Moving on. We have the bridge here and the lift up to the dome. We'll check those shortly. Directly across from those is Mewin's room, which I'm stuck in the doorway. Yeah, most of the carpets are pretty much stylized here. Like, I made them the bright green so we know, but each one, for the most part, I stylized just because it's a nice touch. So, Mewin's got a big bed here. He got an egg. I thought that one. Nobody tell anybody though. A giant pile of wallets so dense it has literally solidified into blocks. A couple of practice dummies for practicing his assassin skills and or his pickpocket skills. Mewin's big book of people to deal with, quote unquote. Then we got a poison crafting area here for him, and some of the fruits of his labors, and some of the ones I'd imagine he would use, like night vision, slowing, straight up damage, poison, and weakness, I think. So yeah, I figure those are a lot of his tools of the trade there. Durzum's room was a little harder to figure out, but we got there in the end. Big old bed for him too. Nightstand. Since he's the most technically inclined out of all of us, he gets the fancy stuff. The mine carts with all the good stuff. His banner is the dark blue for retire and the green for the rest of them. Some armors that he could in theory make. The workbench with the double anvil and another little workbench as well, and also a giant recliner. And here we have the medical area in the gym across from Julia's room, which I could have put Naori's room across there and Julia's from the kitchen, but that felt like it would have been a little too cliche, I guess. So Julia's room is a pretty basic bunch of shelves, nice big bed. Her banner is pink, green, and yellow. If there's any one of us who would have smuggled a creature onto the ship without it being noticed, it would be her, and we all know it. Hello. So she got her own little cooking station here as well. More for potion station. And then she has her own mini kitchen because she can turn her hands into kitchen tools. I'm sure she's freaking master chef, as we have all known. So, and a bunch of food related paintings. I do like to keep a theme. Okay, so the medical area in the gym. I made a scanner bed here. Bunch of sensors, observers, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Main block. And over here we got a bunch of weights. And then we got the bench there. And a pull-up bar here. So obviously they'd be a little more refined, but Minecraft has 1 meter solid blocks, and that's pretty much all I can do there. Alright, and then the last room is the guest room, which is pretty basic. Just a bed, a bunch of daisies just so it's not bland. Alright, we already saw the cargo hold, so now we are going to go check the bridge and the dome, as I mentioned. Bridge first here. Yeah, the lifts aren't fancy or in redstone or anything, because again, space limitations. So, got a bunch of consoles. More consoles here. The other ones don't work, it's just that one. And then I actually made a little display here of our AI droid / navigator with a neutral robot looking face on one side and the HAL 9000 light on the other. Which wasn't intentional, but goddamn did that work out great. Doors, why? Okay. And now up to my pride and joy, aside from the rest of the ship, the dome. Good. We got all the engines here. 8 engines spaced evenly apart. Base of the dome. And of course, Mewin's favorite area, the fancy engine tree thing. Yeah. fancy quartz and stuff. 8 branches corresponding to 8 engines. It's pretty straightforward. So, plus I had fun making that because I was like, wait, this was the only place I could really stick something of that size, and it worked out pretty well. And yeah, I built all of this freaking dome by hand, one layer at a time, and I'm pretty proud of it. It turned out freaking amazing. So, I'm gonna go drop this on the forum and everything, and we'll see what happens. See you later, guys.